If Duke is up 50 to Prairie A&M, I don't need to watch that.
But then you're watching these bigger teams to see, this is how you learn names for players that are going to get drafted.
I fear we've lost the point of sports.
Here we go. Nice voice crack to start. Here we go. Shout out Dak Prescott. Welcome back to the Collegian Cooldown. We got 3 people here. We got myself. We got Post Malone right here. And we have a newcomer onto the pod. Ryan, why don't you let the people know who you are?
All right, so I'm Ryan. I'm a reporter here, big sports guy. I've been wanting to go on this for a minute. Glad that I finally had the time and honestly remembered because I low-key forget every Monday that we do this because I don't do anything after this. I just go home. But, yeah, I just forget. So I'm glad I finally remembered.
Mm-hmm. We're happy to have you. And, we didn't forget last week. We had a lot of people gone from the Collegian. They were off in Washington, D.C., at Capitol. Mr. Reynolds was over there in D.C. Recap.
I was.
Were you just a fan of the Commanders? What was the Collegian doing over there?
Yeah, so actually I was just, going over there to watch some Commanders, the Capitals.
85,
Yeah, of course. No. We had our National Media Fest conference for all the journalists, all student journalists, independent freelancers, all that. That just so happened to be hosted in Washington, D.C. It was a very just amazing experience to be able to go and experience that life of journalism and connect with so many great people. Made a lot of connections, learned a lot of stuff about the world of sports, the world of news, how to report kind of stuff, all of our ethics, how to get people interested in news. It's a very, very interesting topic. But yeah, I mean, came back on Saturday, slept my ass off because I was jet lagged. But glad to be back. Glad to be back on the pod. I mean, I kind of missed it.
Yeah, it's been a minute. We had the paw print. We had the DC trip. We're happy to be back.
We have one.
Right on that
That's
table
taped.
right there. Oh, it's
taped
right
on the
there.
table.
Okay. Right on the. Are those all?
Those are the old ones. Those are the leopard print ones. Oh, I got one.
We're on the look for a fresh paw print. Here we go. Bam. Now we're an ASMR channel.
Hot off the press.
Bang.
Good little feature story on the front page. We got one sports story.
Mr. AZ.
Mm-hmm.
The AZ Hamilton feature.
I'm sure we'll be hearing that name on Sundays pretty soon with the way that he's playing some ball.
A little quick tips for tip-off. Shout out Chase Davis. Put together a great story real quick. Was that it?
No, we got a little column ski in there. Something. Yours truly, but
Yours truly. Oh, yeah, the call.
From the man himself, lift in tender gas.
shout out Tiger.
Is the hardest sport.
I don't.
From what I've heard, one of the hardest hitting stories in that pop print.
Whoa.
Yeah, 'cause I heard a lot of disagreeing, a lot of some of my friends that are in sports because, I personally.
I mean, this is one of the first people that, I saw the next day or 2 days after, and he said, I don't think so.
Still
I don't think so.
think trying to hit 100+ mile per hour fastball is gonna be tougher than hitting that.
Okay,
Right.
but that might be the hardest that might be the hardest thing to do in sports.
Yes.
But is baseball the hardest sport? I think those are two different questions.
Okay.
I put at the very beginning. I named off some of the harder things to do.
I seen the Chapman reference. Yes.
Aroldis Chapman, who is still throwing 1,000
Gas.
miles an hour.
Yeah, it's crazy.
At the age that he's at.
Mhm.
Or, you line up against Justin Jefferson, or you get locked into a cage with John Jones. Those are very difficult.
yeah.
Now, I understand that. I watch those sports. I understand the level of difficulty. But
I think
read the story. You just got you
Then-
got to read
then
the
I
story.
read
It's a
and I
great-
get the- I
it's
get
a
the
great
point
story.
of it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get a hole in one. That's not, and that's you know what I mean.
I still haven't.
I,
I'm not bitter about it at all.
I would say I agree. I've never hit a hole in one either. I mean, I'm not the best golfer, but I really just go to drive. Really, I just go to
Yeah.
smack.
Just long drive out
just
there.
Long,
Yeah.
Just launch
Now
it.
watch this drive.
Yeah.
That's kind of all I golf for.
Well, if you haven't checked out the paw print, make sure you do so. Go out to any of the stands if they're still out there because they go quick.
They do.
But
They've been
make
going
sure-
quick this semester.
Make sure
Yeah.
you go online because we have all those stories there and a nice flip book there. You know, since you guys got back from DC or since when you left, a lot of the editors and reporters left, the Bulldog Athletics has sort of taken an interesting turn.
A turn that has them falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Very, very
Yeah.
fast.
Bulldog Athletics have struggled. You know, the football team has taken a step down. The volleyball team has struggled all year. The soccer team is one of the more positive stories so far. They do have just 2 games until the postseason that they need to win. So why don't we start off, you know, we're talking about Bulldog Athletics struggling. The football team has not played in now 2 weeks. They'll be going up against the San Diego State Aztecs for homecoming for a 12:30 kickoff
Yeah.
on Saturday.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a tough game. I mean, San Diego State has got a really good defense, and you know what I mean. If our offense is not gonna click, it could be bad. It could be really bad.
Yeah. Top 5 scoring defense.
Mhm.
I mean, I looked today. I mean, Ohio State's giving up less than 6 points a game.
Yeah.
But San Diego State's top 5 with about 12.5. I know it's less than 13. I couldn't remember if it's like 12.5 or whatever. But, you know, they're going to be challenged. San Diego State's won games when they put up 40, and they've won games when they put up 6 points. So it kind of just shows that they are very diverse. They can win multiple ways. It's gonna be a tough challenge for the Bulldogs, but you know, I think that game against Colorado State was a nice little punch in the mouth.
Yeah.
A nice little wake up call to realize
If
that
Nevada wasn't
Yeah.
as much of a wake-up call, I know they won that, but
Yeah.
Colorado State really has to.
I mean,
you have to feel that.
I think it's easy to kind of say, "Oh, well, we still won the game, so it doesn't matter." But you know, you get rocked like that against Colorado State. That is a huge wake up call, especially their coach getting fired the next weekend. Like, you cannot be that team that
Doesn't-
saves a
Yeah.
coach's job and then they get fired the next week.
Yeah, Jay Norvell's final act as a coach, pretty much. Yeah, I know he lost the next week. His final win was against the Fresno State Bulldogs. I mean, this whole season, very disappointing for Colorado State. And now looking at it, the final thing that he did, the final win, was against Fresno State at Colorado State.
Yep.
Yeah.
Had a lot of I don't know if you saw this, but I saw a lot of discourse about the Rams not kneeling when they were up 42-21 after EJ's third interception.
Mm.
You know, I mean, I get it, but you know, at the end of the day, you're just trying to spark as much as you can for the next game. You know, you don't need to necessarily kneel it out.
Especially for a team that's
Dunk on 'em.
looking
Dunk on 'em.
that's looking for something. I think we're getting soft here if we're having.
I think that's also just good feel for the Bulldogs. I mean, if you're thinking about it, you know, you're a team that just got your ass handed to you, and then
beep again.
you have, you know, the whole game, and then they continue to disrespect you with less than 2 minutes left, and I think that should just absolutely fire the Dogs up for this weekend.
We'll see what EJ Warner does this week. I mean, San Diego State, we talked about that defense, but also a very solid run game. Talk about the Bulldogs' run game, which hasn't been there the past couple of weeks. San Diego State can run the ball, and this is going to be a tough one for that Bulldog D-line.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I pulled up this stats right now. They have 180 rushing yards, which put them 47th in college. That's what their average is. So, I mean, that's tough to go against.
Mm-hmm.
Averaging 180 is kind of crazy because I mean, I know I help a little bit more with junior college, a little bit with Fresno City, and I watch some of those junior college teams, and some of those teams average like 300 rushing yards a game. It's kind of crazy watching how much like the running game can really throw off a whole defense. If you can't stop the run, it's the offense can do whatever they want.
And that quarterback gets to sit there
Mm-hmm.
and just stay in a calm environment, hand that thing off, and then it just opens up for that defense to get exposed, run a bootleg or something, get the play action going.
Play action, and then
just
it's a bomb. Just bomb right after that.
deep downfield. And Fresno State has not had the luxury of using that run game to their advantage for maybe 2-3 weeks now.
A few weeks. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been at least since the Southern game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had the game in Hawaii where I think Donaldson had 1 yard rushing.
Yeah.
The game against Nevada was better, but you definitely had moments where the run game wasn't doing what it needed to, and then obviously you had last week where, I mean, I love the guy, but you can't rely on Brandon Ramirez to be your leading rusher.
I want to go to question on that, you guys. Should we keep trying to feed all three of them, or should we try to? You know what I mean? Because Brandon Ramirez gets a lot of carries. They still try to get their carries to Bryson Donaldson, and they're still trying to get Rayshon Luke. I feel like that's a lot of mouths to feed, especially with how stagnant the offense has kind of been. I feel, do we still need to run all three of them?
You want to take that?
I would say so. I mean, you also extended over to Elijah Gilliam and Arsenault. They are all valid backs, and so if something isn't working, if you can't get Rayshon Speedy Luke out in an open field, I think it's completely valid going with, a bruising back like Ramirez, but it's a running back by committee. Whoever has a hot hand, I don't really see a problem with going to them. If Donaldson's not working, go to Luke. If Luke isn't working, you just go down the list. And sometimes it's hard because these guys are very good. Donaldson's only a sophomore. He's a very good running back. But if he doesn't have it that night, I think you go to the next guy.
Yeah, I'd just like to add that, it's nice that you have this many people, and lights go a little off. We got a Super Bowl moment.
Super Bowl moment. There we go.
But you have 3 backs. It's it's nice to have that kind of diversity
I
in the
guess it makes
backfield,
it tougher for a defense. Like, it's gonna be tougher for a DC to know. Are we still good? Or
Yeah,
oh,
we're
okay.
good.
It's gonna be tough for a DC to plan against 3 running backs. I understand,
But I think on the flip side, you have a team with 5 running backs. I mean, you can't get in a groove.
No, yeah.
I mean, if you're constantly taking guys out, I mean, I understand that Matt Entz is not going to be like, oh well, we're just going to do this. Like, no, like he's going to be a smart coach and feed the hot hand.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if it's still, even if you're hot, you get taken out for just one play, you still lose that.
Yeah.
So
no, yeah.
I think it'll be a.
You still got to keep the momentum in a way, and you got to
Exactly.
still, coming off the field does throw you off, especially if you feel like you were doing good, and then all of a sudden you're.
It's good for rest, but it maybe hurts momentum a little bit, and maybe that's kind of an issue where, the run game could, improve on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of building these runs all the way.
Let me slide back in here. Sorry for the difficulties here, folks. I agree. You got to go with the hot hand, and whoever that may be, I think you ride them. And especially because of the difficulty with the pass game. But Josiah Freeman has been playing like a dog, if I may say so. He has really been a trusted target. And also, you look at these tight ends, E.J. Warner's really put a lot of trust in the big boys. So, I mean, just that pass game is still going to be the secondary part of this offense. They have to get the run game going because in conference play, they have shown that they cannot run the ball like they had the first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And, I mean, it's just, you had that non-conference where you really thought, like, oh, this is going to be a team that's going to bruise you for 200 yards every single game. And I don't think they've eclipsed over 150 since since Southern. So, I mean, you're kind of hoping that things can turn around, but at the end of the day, I mean, you're kind of starting to see a lot of the same stuff that crept up last year.
Can't close out games, can't get the offense going, not sustaining drives. Have it just rinse and repeat from last year. We'll see what they can do against those San Diego State Aztecs, who are a very solid football team. I will see. I know we talked about we're pretty high on the Dogs being contenders through these first couple of weeks.
These next two games are going to be crucial. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got San Diego State and Boise State that are both receiving votes in the AP poll. You know, if they come out and they win, I mean, that establishes them as a top Mountain West contender. And then you have two teams in Wyoming and Utah State at home that, I mean, it's Valley Children's Stadium. Doesn't really matter who you play, you expect to win. And then, you know, you have probably conference host battle on the line against San Jose State, where, you know, if you win, you could be hosting a title. If you lose, you're probably not going to be there.
Doesn't Boise State also have another good running back after they just got rid of Genty? Do they have another good running back? I'm pretty sure they have. If I'm not
No, they
mistaken.
do have a former Bulldog.
Yeah.
Oh,
Malik
yes.
Sherrod.
Yes, I know that, but I know
Yeah.
they have I think he scored. I think he scored over this past Saturday too, but it was a good run or something like that. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, I'm sure the defense will get introduced to him in 2 weeks.
Do want to give a little shout out to the last time San Diego State made the trip up to Valley Children's Stadium.
That was a game.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Good old comeback from Mr. Jake Hayner. Just a crazy ending. You know, hopefully they can capture some of that magic for this game and bring back the old oil can.
I was at that game. I remember seeing a lot of people leave,
I was.
myself included.
Yes, yeah. I will
Myself
say
included.
I'm also gonna include myself in that. I did walk out.
And so
yeah.
flipping on the TV when you get home, seeing Jake Hayner do what he did, just
Extra salt in the wound.
No, I
would have been
I ended
cool
up
to see in
walking out of the
person.
stadium and I went to go get food and I pulled up ESPN on my phone and I'm like, well, let me just check it. And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, okay, sure, yeah, I guess that's just how it's gonna be. I guess the minute I walked out. Mm-hmm.
A 12:30 kickoff this Saturday. That's something pretty interesting that the
Rare.
Red Wave is not used to. A very
Earliest-
early game.
Earliest
Yeah.
start since the opening in 2021 against the University of Connecticut, or as everyone calls them, the UConn.
UConn basketball school. Doesn't matter.
School.
So we'll see the crowd after that first quarter. We'll look at the fourth quarter, see if it is a close game. If the stadium is filled, it is going to be a blackout. They have the new logo on the helmet, or the new old logo on the helmet.
A throwback.
We'll see
Yeah,
that.
throwback. Yeah.
Looks pretty cool. There's a lot of hype for this game. We'll see if the Red Wave shows up and shows out.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna have to be a watch from the phone for me as a work. It's a tough because it's 12:30. I mean, it made my schedule for Saturday so I could go to the games, but not this Saturday.
Nope.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. I think it's gonna be cool. I do want to. Hopefully, from what we see from watching on my phone, that I can see some of the crowd because I want to see how the stands are gonna look. I mean, I'll definitely probably see something social media wise of what the stands look like. So I do want to see how many actually how many people actually are gonna plan to show up because it is a weird start. It is, and it's weird, especially when you even look at college students that are, most of the time we work on the weekends. That's where we get most of hours.
Yeah, we'll see. See what crowd Valley Children's Stadium draws. This is a very interesting one. I think it can go either way.
I think you could have 40,000 plus or less than 20,000.
Yeah.
Kind of just depends on. I mean, I really don't think Fresno State fans are going to be that missing for a 12:30 game, especially against a rival like San Diego State. But I mean, I'm curious to see what that fourth quarter looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's a close game. Because, well, actually, it doesn't matter what type of game it is because you see going up those stairs and then they stand at the top of the stairs looking down. We'll see if that is the case.
Yeah.
On Saturday. Yeah, it's a coin flip. I have no idea.
Yeah,
We'll
it's,
see
it's
with
be tough.
tailgates. We'll see just
This could be a very close defensive game. This could be a shootout. This could be a blowout.
Yeah.
There's you really don't have a full idea, full grasp of what's going to happen. I really do have faith that they're going to bounce back. I really think that the bye week's going to really fire them up. They really want to get back on the field and show that they are a better team than what they showed 2 Fridays ago. But I mean, you gotta play, and they didn't really do that.
no. Got to play, and they got to play at home. Especially, I mean, it's homecoming.
Yeah.
So there's a
There's
lot
gonna
going
be, you know what I mean, and there's gonna be alumni. There's gonna be family. There's
homecoming. Technically, if you really think
on.
I mean, I guess homecoming in college is a different aspect than what you experience in high school. It's different, but yeah, I mean, there's gonna be. I think they use it as to bring in more family and alumni in a way.
Can't forget Jeff Tedford.
Oh yes, that's
gonna
halftime.
be-
yes.
I think that's gonna bring some people in.
I have a little inside quote that I got from behind the scenes of doing stuff with KC24 and helping with Scott. Mr. Tedford was being like, his little quote that Scott told me that he told me is, he's like, man, I'm being inducted to all these things. People must think that I'm passing away or something soon. And and Scott didn't know what to do other than laugh. You know what I mean? I thought that was really funny. Wow. Yes.
Wow.
But yes, I got a little behind the scenes of hearing that. I was also able to speak to him. Didn't really have a conversation other than really shake his hand and just say nice to meet you. But it was kind of cool. But yes, got a little behind the scenes of all of that happened over there.
Well, the Red
Interesting.
Wave will be celebrating Coach Tedford and possibly celebrating a win. We'll see on Saturday. Moving on to a team that is actually on the come up. The rest of their season is really up to them. The soccer team needs 2 wins for the postseason. They have now won 2 straight. They went 0-3-2, and then they just turned it on.
Yeah.
2 games left for the rest of their season. We'll see.
And it's tough to call how it's going to go because if you look back at both of these games that happened, the first game on Friday against Colorado State, very defensive. Fresno State only won 1-0. They scored in the 77th minute. It was, we're getting close to the very end of the game. It was getting close to, we were thinking this is going to be 0-0. So, and then you watched how they played really good defense. When Colorado State was pushing down the field, they fell back and, they flowed the right way. And then when they finally had a chance with that corner kick and it got headed in, it was it was cool to finally see that. And I think it only made them play defense better when they finally scored. Those last couple minutes was very good defensively. But then you go to Sundays and they let up two goals in the first period, but didn't allow anything in the second period, and then they put up 1 in the first period and 2 in the second period. So it's kind of a tough up how this soccer team's going to be. Are they going to play how they played on Friday for the last 2 games and try to keep the teams not scoring as much, or is it going to be weird where they score in one period and they hold them out?
Mm-hmm. Season on the line, win by any means necessary. I think they will take. They'll take a 1-0 defensive battle, or they'll take the shootout. Like you said, they're at Air Force on Sunday. They're home on the 30th for senior night. That if they do win on Sunday, coming back home for senior night, win and you're in. That's got to be a really cool feeling for the team because just the way the season's gone, a bit of a slip up there the last couple of weeks, and now they win 2 more games. They would have won 4 straight going into the postseason.
Never know.
That's
you
a
get
hot
at
team
the
right there. That's
really hot at the right time. Just kind of echo Ryan's point. I think it just kind of shows resilience.
Yeah.
Kind of a battle-tested team that knows how to win games. You can win those close games. You can come from behind. You can do whatever you need to. They've won games where they've blown teams out. It's just nice to see them play well at home. Their first 3 home games, they didn't score a goal. So it's nice to see them get some goals in the old onion bag.
The old onion bag. Everyone knows that now.
Good
Shout
recall.
out to the old onion bag. So we'll see. Women's basketball got hot last season, last year going into the tournament. They went it all the way to the semifinals. So most important thing is you make it.
Yeah.
You make it, and you never know what's going to happen. You look at postseason anywhere. It's not always the one seed taking the trophy.
Yes.
UMBC, 2018 legend, March Madness.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
never
March
know.
Madness is definitely where it's at. Where you see,
You never know.
yeah, it's tough to call it. It's tough. It's tough to call anything in the postseason.
You get hot at the right time. We'll see if that soccer team can do it.
You look at the Diamond Dogs from 2 years ago, and they
Mhm.
made the Mountain West tournament, and they lost the first game and turned everything around and beat San Jose State in a doubleheader to win their first of two. So, I mean, you get hot at the right time, you kind of just gel. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. We're all rooting for them because I mean that'd be. You want to take as much Mountain West hardware home as you can now.
Oh yeah,
before you
final
head into
year,
the
final
Pac-12.
season, final chance just to say, to the teams that are going with you, I got the last one, and now
Yeah.
you gotta deal with us in Pac-12. And then on the other side, to show all the Mountain West teams that are staying, well, we got the last one, and now we're gonna leave.
Yeah,
we're gonna go. We're gonna
no,
go
it's
win
up for
some
grabs
titles.
for you guys, but we
in the
would took the last
Pac-12.
one. Yeah.
That's got to mean a lot for the team, the coaches, and just the whole school to be able to compete at a high level and get it done, for the last time in the Mountain West.
Yep.
Moving on to a team that has definitely struggled.
Not had the same success. Yeah.
They have not been able to replicate the success of the football team, early in the season, or the soccer team, who was on quite a good stretch. That's the volleyball team. They've lost 4 straight.
Yeah.
And in
I'm
those,
Pretty sure the last game they won wasn't the home game against San Jose State.
It was.
I was at
It
that
was?
game.
Yeah. And it sucks because, I watched this team the first time they came home, and they really seemed like a good team.
Yeah,
And they just couldn't finish sets. They got behind. They let teams go on runs. It honestly feels like, they're two completely different sports, but it felt like watching men's basketball. The way that they were kind of in games and kind of just the way that they let just one thing compound onto the other, and then they're down and they can't come back.
Yeah, no, I went to that San Jose State one, the one where they won, but even kind of going off of it, like, yeah, they won 3-0 in those sets, and they took all 3 of those sets, but they were losing, and there was multiple times where they were down in those sets, and it was close back and forth in those games. So I think, yeah, they just need to be able to. If you got a lead, you got to hold on to it. I know it's kind of tougher in volleyball to do that, but yeah,
Yeah, because then you got the other team calling timeout, taking away that momentum.
Mhm.
It'll be interesting how this team finishes the rest of season. They're tied with New Mexico for last in the conference. Speaking of New Mexico, they're here on the 23rd at the Save Mart Center. Be an interesting battle between these teams at the bottom of the conference. We'll see.
You never know. You get hot at the right moment.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do they have a whole lot to build off of with the way that they've been losing? Not necessarily losing, 3-0, 3-1, barely winning a set.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
I think
at the end of the day. You turn it on, you get hot at the right time going into the tournament.
Yeah.
You see where the cards fall.
I think that's the biggest thing is that they aren't like 3-2. It's 3-0, it's 3-1. You look at the final score, it's like another sweep.
Yeah.
There's no like sentimental victory where we were just that close. We were one set away. It's just like we got beat fully.
And then you look at the sets that we even won, and then we're only winning them by very minimum amount of points.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's still close to even set up a winning set.
Yeah, and it's a young team. There's a lot of freshmen, but towards the middle part of the season, once you get into conference play, you kind of expect the freshmen to like settle in and kind of get their feet under themselves, and it just hasn't felt like that they've found that groove that you need for a postseason run.
Yeah. Volleyball team does have more time on their hands. They do have more games left until the postseason, so we'll see if the volleyball team can get it together and get on a run, make a move.
No, yeah.
We'll see. That'll do it for the Fresno State sports here. But week 7 of the NFL is finishing up. Actually, right about now we got 2 games going on.
Yeah, those are, surprisingly for the current one that's going on, the Lions and Bucks. I am actually surprised on what the score is at halftime. It is only 14-3.
Interesting.
I was calling this a lot more as I thought this was going to be a little more of a shootout. Now, I'm not going to put out the Bucks yet, right? But Baker doesn't look the best at the moment. They're already throwing a pick and only 47 yards passing. But the Bucks offense does not look like how I was expecting 35-plus points from both teams. So
we'll see. And then you have the Texans. That's starting later.
That's 7. So yeah, Texans Seahawks is at 7.
I will say, I will shout out the NFL for doing this. I never understood the Monday night games happening at the same time. Now they're spacing them out. I thought that was a very basic thought to do, but they weren't doing that through the first couple of weeks.
I still don't like the times it starts, though. I feel like you could almost go like how we do it on Sundays. Why not have the game at 1 and have the other one at 5?
Because no one's going to be off work to watch on Monday.
But I mean,
what's the point of Monday night football if it's at 1 p.m.?
Yes.
Monday
but then
afternoon
what's the
football.
point of having Monday night football in 2 games?
That's the
Money. Money's the reason.
Well, yes,
That's
but
where they
I
li-
still
yeah.
don't.
ESPN
I don't know,
is greedy.
I don't agree. I don't. I mean, it's cool having football. I'm not gonna not like watching football, but I don't like having 2 games on a Monday. I'm not a fan of it. I mean, I get like
That's
what you're
fair.
saying. Having them spread out is cool. I will give that as a pro. I still don't like having the 2 games.
I think it's just kind of like an East Coast thing, because instead of starting at 8:15, you kind of have a game at 7, and then if you want to stay up, you have a game at 10.
Mm-hmm.
But it at least gives the East Coast viewers a chance to watch a Monday night game and get to bed at a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
I just when they have them like they're barely like 30 minutes. Last week they're barely 30 minutes apart. So I feel like SpongeBob reading that book. I got to move my eyes like that way so I can watch both at the same time. I can't
See,
split
but
screen your
I
TV.
don't, I don't
gonna
have a
do that.
problem with that because that's how I watch football on Sundays already. I already have 4 or 5 different games on at a time. 4 or
and
5?
that just
Maybe like
Maybe.
no. That just woke something up in me, and I've had this for as long as I've been an NFL
Oh
fan.
god, another column's coming.
Red zone, horrible. If I now
Okay.
No,
I mean,
no.
no. Explain yourself because
I would love
I
to.
might agree.
I would
agree
love
with
to.
this.
I work Sunday mornings.
Yes.
From 8:45 to around 3:45.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out House of Juju.
Now
Have yet to try it, but
we
it's on the
have
bucket list.
red zone on in the back.
Uh-huh.
That's great. We have a work league, work fantasy league, so we can talk smack on each other.
Yeah.
Hey, I beat you and all that sort of thing. So red zone, I enjoy it. It's tolerable there. It's fine. But if I am not at work, if I am at home, or because I don't have red zone at home anyway, so I don't watch it. So last week the person that brings the tablet wasn't there, and so it was me to my job to put a game or red zone on the speaker. So I just put on one game, and then I put the Packers game on because of course go Pack go. One single game, I enjoyed that way more than putting on red zone. I have never had a free Sunday where I can sit down at my house, put on red zone for 7 hours. So maybe I'm out of touch, but every Sunday that I'm free, I'm putting on one game either on Fox or CBS from 10 a.m. to 1:25. I then change it to that 1:25. I can't do 7 hours of commercial-free football.
Well,
Which
it's
is
not
it's
commercial
not-
free
it's not
anymore.
even commercial
it's
free
7
anymore.
hours of
And
just
that's
football at this point.
commercials. There's barely any commercials.
Yeah.
It's like a half screen. You guys are complaining for no reason.
Yeah.
I do not enjoy Red Zone.
I will agree with you. I had paid for Red Zone for last 2 years, but I did not enjoy it last year. I really just kind of put the Red Zone on my TV, and it was kind of there for touchdowns. It's Red Zone, in my way, is if I want to follow what's happening in fantasy. If I want to follow my fantasy teams, then I will put like Red Zone and be like, oh, okay, this dude scored, or I'll see this one scoring. But I much rather have, which shout out my parents for paying for YouTube TV, which is where you can put a multi-view, and I can have 4 different screens on one screen.
But what's
So
the only difference is you're not hearing Scott Hansen.
No, the only difference is I'm only sitting there really watching 3 games.
Only watching 3.
I don't.
One's not good enough?
No, I mean No, actually, I mean, is it crazy? Is it crazy the way I watch football? Is that so? Having 3 games on, mind you, I would still look at my phone and probably watch fantasy, and sometimes I could pull games up on my phone. Is that so? That's crazy.
To me personally, I would never do that. I enjoy one game at a time.
But the one game at a time is what I see with Thursday night football, Sunday night, and Monday night, which is probably why I'm not a fan. I mean, it's cool because then I can put both games on my TV, I guess, for Monday. But then again, I have the Sunday night and Thursday night and Monday night is the one time where I only put and sit and watch one football game. And during the Sundays, when there's all these games going on, and I got 7 different fantasy teams that I have to watch players score, why not have 3 games on? And all I got to do with the remote is click the arrow, and it'll change the sound for the game. So when a commercial pops up on one, I click down, and now I'm listening to, listen to the Packers game or the Niners game that's going on.
Nolan, let's hear what you have to say. Whose side are you on? Are you the Red Zone lover, or are you a one game?
So I've never owned Red Zone, but I will say that we had YouTube TV last year, and I was in control of the clicker for one Sunday, and I had the multicast on. And I will tell you, I've never had that much nausea after watching 3 hours of football, watching 4 games at once.
I don't know what it is. I have zero.
I truly believe that like the multicast view is just the ADHD view of watching football. Like you have 4 games of football. Where's like where's the Subway Surfers? Where's the Family Guy? So
sorry, my fault.
Where's the scroll? Can we
scroll once?
Yeah, exactly.
Bucky Irving. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's just it's ruining people's attention spans, I fear. And I personally can't, like, even when I'm switching back, like when there's whether we have, the 2 1 o'clock games or the 2 10 o'clock games, I get stressed out trying to switch back and forth, especially if my team's not playing. If my team's playing well, there's a second game. I'm just switching back between
that's different.
commercials.
But I only do really the multi-view as I guess is a morning thing. It'd be a 10 a.m. game for me because the Niners are mainly afternoon times.
But what if the 49ers, your team, is on in the morning?
Then I put the Niners game on.
Strictly the
Niners game. And if I want to follow anything else, I'll just scroll through ESPN or something on my phone.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
If my team is playing, I want to watch just my team.
Gotcha.
So that's fair. I mean, okay. At least you're not having 4 games on while your team is playing.
No.
Okay, dude, perfect March Madness stereotypes. He's got 60,
yeah,
32 screens going on.
I will say, I did have 8 screens going in the first round of March Madness.
Yes, I did too. When there was March Madness, the YouTube TV came in clutch.
Actually, I might have had 12. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, my phone could split it 4 times. My TV can split 4.
I have 2.
My computer can have one on.
I have 2 monitors, and I had my laptop going.
My iPad can have another game on.
Granted, I only needed 8 because there was only 16 games on at one.
Yeah.
In one day, and there was 8 going on at once, and then 8 going on later. But yeah,
I feel that March Madness does a good way of spreading it out.
No,
what?
God,
what are you talking about?
Not in the first 2 rounds.
Even when I was in high school, I was like trying to watch. I was in class watching these games.
Not every game is coming down to the wire, though.
Yeah, But it's fun just to watch sports. Is it?
I understand that. That's why I watch one game
But
at a
it's
time.
March Madness. It's anybody wins. You know what I mean?
If Duke is up 50 to Prairie A&M, I don't need to watch that.
But then you're watching these bigger teams to see. Oh, this is how you learn names for players. They're going to get drafted.
I fear we've lost the point of sports.
No. I don't need 16 screens or half quarters of a screen to watch sports. I can stick to one game
And that's
flip on. Oh, okay.
I'm not
8 versus 9 is up.
I
Okay.
am in full disagreement with him. I'm just saying I had to try it once, and I'm telling it was awful. It was awful.
I
hated it.
I
hate it because you can't focus. You can't focus on the game. Like you are watching 8 games at once. You cannot remember what the hell just happened 6 seconds ago.
I can, but
can.
I could do
You
it.
can. You have
If
16
you guys sat in a
You have
room.
Okay, so tell me
screens.
exactly the play in any March Madness game last year with 4 minutes and 23 seconds.
I'm not going to remember anything from last
You
year.
just said you could.
But I'm talking about in the moment of watching those games, I could tell you what's going on.
You just said you could.
I could tell you what's going on in the moment.
Oh my god.
I don't have.
We got to move on.
Yeah.
We got to
yeah,
move
yeah,
on. Anyways,
There's a time and a place for Red Zone, and for me, it's when I'm at work. But if Red Zone isn't there, I feel totally fine, and I can watch one game at a time, like I was intended to do. Okay, if the Packers aren't on, I'm going to pick one game. But speaking of an old Packer, Devontae Adams, Fresno State alum, he is, what's the word? Him? 3 touchdowns on Sunday over the pond, across the pond. The Rams.
Mind you, it was
Took down the Jaguars.
historic with all 3 touchdowns being within 3 yards. I'm pretty sure it was never been done, if I'm not mistaken, or hasn't happened in a while. I just know it was historic. It was talked about because his longest touchdown was 2 yards. Other than that, his other 2 were 1 yards. But I mean, a touchdown is a touchdown.
hey, but that's still 6 fantasy points.
That's yep.
And I loved every part of it.
Yes.
Do you have him?
So in the Collegian League, I have Puka Nakua.
Ooh. You know who I got in the collegiate one who had a really, really good game? Judkins. Judkins had a really good game.
Yeah, the Wind Bowl. Whatever
Wind
the
Bowl.
heck was going on over there.
There was a lot of rain going on. Yeah.
Shout out Rico Dowdle for me last week. I know I lost.
Last 2 weeks.
I lost, but man, he put up 33 points on the Dallas defense.
I mean, the Dallas run defenses.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's 33 points.
Yeah.
It was. I think it was 2 straight 200-yard games.
Yes, it was. Yes.
Doesn't matter what defense you're going. You're putting up 200
And if
scrimmage yards a game.
if the Panthers were smart and would have kept him as the hot hand and let him go for another 200 yards, he would have only been like the 3rd or 4th person to do it in back-to-back weeks.
I can't stick with that. I'm going to push the Chuba Hubbard propaganda as much as I can. The man got paid. Give him the dang ball. He is healthy now. Give him the dang ball or move one of them.
Well, yes, no, I agree. One of them has to be moved. You have to because there's like you said, there's money that got paid to Hubbard.
And you have Brooks, who's still injured.
Mm-hmm.
Who I mean, that's just so many injuries.
Yeah.
You go with the guy that you got paid to hand the ball off to. But that's just
I
that's
regret
just
to inform you that Jared Goff just threw an interception.
He did. Oh. That's why I got notified that Rashad White's in the.
Look at this.
Oh, they
Why
just
not?
scored. Baker threw a 22-yard pass to Tez Johnson, touchdown.
There you go.
Oh, because I'm pretty sure Mike Evans is back out. I got notified earlier in the second quarter that he was hurt and had to get helped off the field.
Rep Money Mike.
1,000-yard season.
Might not.
Jerry Rice had to call in a voodoo doll. So you can't break my record.
You
Coming
can't
to an
break
end. Another former Bulldog, Deron Bland. Another pick 6. That's his 6th all-time pick 6. 6th all-time. First one.
What's the next one?
The first one since 2023 when he had that historic season, led the NFL in interceptions, and set a record he tie the record, or did he set that record that Ken Houston set a while back for most pick sixes in a season? Oh, would you look at that? Baker Mayfield,
Oh,
Tez
yeah.
Johnson,
He just got
22
it.
yards.
Yep.
Shout out Tez Johnson. Deron Bland and the Cowboys took down the Washington Commanders. That's a pretty big win and a pretty bad loss for the Commanders.
Yeah,
And a
but
big quarterback
I mean, Jay
loss.
Daniels got re-injured, so
But he
I
gave,
would
he gave
say-
the thumbs up.
yeah,
He's gonna
yeah.
be fine.
I mean, re-injury. It's a different leg.
well,
so it's a
he
it's a
got
new
hurt
one.
again. Is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But I mean, you're saying re-injured.
Yeah. I got. Okay, my fault. Let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
He got hurt again.
There you go.
Sorry, my fault.
I saw this, just kind of a random sidebar. I saw this tweet about Ricky Pearsall.
Oh, injury prone?
Is Ricky Pearsall injury prone? 2024 weeks 1 through 6. Shot in chest. What are you supposed to
exactly.
do about that?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't.
you
I
can't
mean,
blame a guy for being shot.
Yeah, not a good look from that
a great
from that
tweet.
page.
Yeah, we can just keep Niners and injuries just kind of that's dumb. That's
I mean, that's a match made in heaven. What do you
Oh.
mean?
Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Just,
I don't know. And we already, we just got another injury yesterday. There goes the center. Woo!
Fred Warner.
Fred Warner's. God. I don't even know. It's a lot
we're
going
getting
on.
to that point of the season. Everyone's injured.
Somebody
So-
somebody on that sports medicine staff needs to get fired.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's got to be something. It's got to be something wrong.
Something in the water.
Something
over there.
has to
Something's
be
in the
happening
water.
to have.
Who's mixing the Gatorade down
Yeah,
there?
to have almost 30 injured players. Something has to be happening over there.
Yeah.
You
I mean, that's-
start the
that's
season
insane. That's
with
insane
a
luck.
52-man roster, and you're gonna tell me almost 30 of them are injured, and long-time injuries at that, were multiple weeks. So, yeah.
It's because they're named San Francisco, but they play in Santa Clara. Change the name or go back to SF.
Yeah,
Just
or
like
just
those
change.
Jets playing
if
in
we're
New
gonna talk
Jersey.
about the Santa Clara, I'm not a fan of where the stadium's set up at. And I've had this conversation with a lot of people. I'm not a fan of where the stadium's set up.
And why is that?
That parking lot sucks. I hate that parking lot. It's
I mean,
just not,
you
it's
could
just
say
in a weird spot.
you could say that about anything in the South Bay, though. Like
Yeah.
everything in that area is just not good, especially San Jose State.
Got him.
Had to get it in there.
Had to throw that one in there because
Hey-o.
why not? 'Cause the football team will end in San Jose State in a couple of weeks. So we have those two former Bulldogs. Evan Williams still holding it down in the Packers secondary. Aaron Mosby is also on the Packers. So there's some talent in the NFL from Fresno State. Obviously, Devontae Adams had the big game, and Deron Bland had the big play.
It's
And
4 touchdowns from 2 dogs right there.
That's 4 touchdowns. That's 24 points if we're
28? 28? Get the math right. Come on.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
thinking of fantasy
No.
purposes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you still you get, if you're PPR, 1 catch.
Well, does the
One
interception
1.1, for Devontae's because it's a or 0.1 for the yard.
6.1, and 6.2. Yep.
Okay, we'll take that.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
I'll take it.
Take that every day of the week.
Exactly.
Every day of the week, there's a new sport coming that will be coming every day of the week on different programs this year. NBA is back. NBA is back in a day. We have 2 games tomorrow. Rockets at the NBA champion Thunder and the Warriors
Which, if
at
we could
the
go
Lakers.
to that Rockets one, when you were gone right before we started this, they tweeted out their starting lineup. They have 4 players starting that are all 6'11". They have Kevin Durant running the 2 guard tomorrow. They are starting Amon Thompson, who's their shortest
You know
player
what?
in the starting lineup at
Let
6'7".
let
at
'em-
the point guard.
Let them experiment.
Yeah,
all
why
right?
not?
You know what?
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I want to see exactly how this game
If
is
they
gonna
are
go
not
down.
scoring 130 points and 100 of them aren't just dunks down low, that's a failed experiment.
Second chance points. They better be leading that, and in
They
the
better
rebound
lead the
category.
league in rebounds by like 50.
No, yeah, if you're gonna run that tall of a lineup from positions 2 to 5,
Exactly.
It's
And your point guard is going to be 6'7".
And your point guard 6'7". And Alvin Thompson at that point, who I think is gonna have a really good year. I think he's gonna have.
I can't speak to that because I think the NBA is the fourth worst of the North American pro sports. But that's just my opinion.
I don't know. I
Worst
think
or fourth best.
Yeah.
Fourth worst sounds
What?
like so.
Well, yeah,
Negative.
I guess like fourth worst would technically be best. But yeah, no, I think it's the weakest of the four. But I'll save my opinions for later. I think we've had too much.
We've had a lot of.
We've had a
opinions
lot
on
of
it, yeah.
heated debates on this podcast already. We can save that for next week.
All right.
Commissioners and all that. I mean, you talked about the size. Who's going to guard Shea, though? Who's going to guard J-Dub? Chet, I think, could be put in a body bag by Steven Adams.
Yes.
We'll
yeah.
see how much weight Chet gained over the break. But, size isn't everything. And looking at this lineup,
Well, Williams will be out.
J-Dub's out.
Yes.
Oh, they do? Oh.
So J-Dub is out, but yeah.
We'll see how this team plays. Because, I mean, Lou Dort isn't the tallest. You have Caruso isn't the tallest. KD might go for 40 on opening night. This will be an interesting game. And then you have Warriors-Lakers, which they continue to push down every NBA fan's throat. Yeah, I'm going to say it.
No
Is
Bron.
No LeBron.
No Bron.
No Bron. He's got sciatica.
Mm.
Like, out of every that is the most 40-year-old injury I've ever heard.
It is the old. It's just
How does this affect LeBron's legacy?
is the question that everybody's asking.
Jordan
Yes.
fans are going to go, well, Jordan had 6 rings. LeBron had sciatica. Can't pull
That's
through
why
that.
he missed his only opening
Yeah.
season game of his career. is
That's
'cause
a-
yeah.
That's a tough look.
Yeah, but I think I think it's gonna be I think it'd be cool to see that game too.
Luka take the reins, and then, of course, a full slate of games on Wednesday. My Chicago Bulls aren't on primetime to open the season up.
I can't imagine
No,
why.
wow.
I don't think Adam Silver got my letter or anything
Bulls
like
versus
that.
Pistons. Let's put that one
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Let me watch Cade go throw 15 assists all over you guys.
Oh, okay. I won't go that far.
Y'all got predictions?
For tomorrow's games?
No, for the NBA Finals. Who's gonna?
God,
who's taking
I
it
don't know. Shoot.
I talked so down on the Indiana Pacers last season that they
Nice.
just took over
Yeah.
the East. So it's teams like that Celtics are without Tatum. You have all these teams because of that injury down there.
And Achilles.
I mean, I don't.
Did you see
don't
there's
even wanna
rumors that
say
he
it,
might come
just
back? Did you guys see those?
late.
So
But
he's gonna help me in my fantasy playoffs for basketball.
You're gonna
You gotta stash him on the IR.
I got him stashed. Yep, he's
yeah,
gonna
I
help
had
me.
Garrett Cole stashed all year. Been waiting on him. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
You never
Tatum's gonna
know.
save it.
Yeah, I mean, there's just, gosh, that injury is just horrible, and
Yeah.
it is around the league. We'll see how those Celtics do, because they are such a solid team, such a solid roster, but without Jason Tatum, throw Deuce in there, but we'll see what
Peyton
Deuce can
Pritchard
do.
legacy games. Peyton Pritchard.
He's a very solid player,
He's-
6th man of the year.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do.
I don't know. I would like to see the Cavs finally get over the hump. If we are gonna try to predict something, I would like to see that. I do like Donovan Mitchell. Other than that, I don't know what West Coast team I'm picking because it's weird. It's weird with. Because you could think the Lakers. If you get a full healthy Luka season, Luka's taking the team to the playoffs. There's no way he's not. And then once you're in the playoffs, like we've been saying all day today, once you're in, it's you know what I mean. If you stay hot, and you win out.
Jimmy Butler in the 8th seed Heat a couple years ago.
Exactly. So it's kind of tough. I don't know what to call from the West yet, but I would like to see the Cavs finally at least do something, at least for Donovan Mitchell's sake.
They have a very solid team, very good defensive team. They got Evan Mobley, Garland. They got Lonzo.
This guy. This guy.
Alonzo would be cool. Come off the bench. It would be cool. It would be cool
I
off
mean,
the bench.
a very solid team, and you saw a couple years ago they were the 7 seed, and now they've worked their way up.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of waiting. Them and the Magic were in a similar spot 2 years ago, and now
Yeah.
they're. I mean, Magic's working their way up as well.
Yes.
And then out of the
Same
West,
same thing. It's Paolo stays healthy.
and then looking out of the West, I'm a sucker for those Clippers. You know, I'm a Bulls fan, but for some reason, I've always felt for the Clippers. I'm a huge Kawhi fan. I'm a big Kawhi guy, and I wish it worked out with him, PG-13, but James Harden, we'll see how that team, the other
I don't
Unk
know.
squad,
I don't.
can
Yeah,
do.
the other
other
Unk
Unk
squad.
squad.
Because the Warriors are the Unk squad with the Al Horford. Yeah, yeah.
So we'll see.
Interesting take. Interesting take.
It's a super exciting time. NBA is back. Basketball is back. The Bulls have 3 primetime games. So check your local listings for whenever those pop out. I'm sure they're probably going to play like the Warriors and the Lakers for 2 of those. So we'll see. I'm not bitter at all. I love the Bulls. As one season starts, another wraps up. World Series starts Friday. Our predictions went down the drain. We did not do a very good job of predicting what would go down.
What were these predictions? No, I asked before.
I had Cubs Yankees.
He been. I don't know. I would just never pick the Yankees. It's just a tough organization to get over the hump in
27 rings though, dude.
Mhm. Yeah, but not since like
2009.
yeah.
The Mariners are still alive as of right now. I was a Mariners Phillies. I believe in the Phillies all
that
season.
one's- Yeah.
Rotation, the hitters did not hit, and they stunk it up against the Dodgers. Dodgers are back.
Yeah,
Again,
it's the
I can
Dodgers.
offer an update.
Yeah.
Game 7 has started.
Yeah, I got it up
Mariners are up 2-1 in the bottom of
Yes.
the third.
Mm-hmm.
Is Gosman or both starting pitchers still in?
Ye-
Gosman and Kirby going.
Yes.
It is
Yes, they are
Bieber.
both-
Bieber started
Oh,
for
Bieber.
Yeah,
the
Bieber.
Blue Jays, and Kirby is they're both still in. Kirby is at 2 1/3. Bieber is through 3.
Mm-hmm.
Game 7.
Gave up a home run.
Yeah, to Julio.
Ah,
Yeah, Julio's 2 for 2 right now at the moment. Cal hasn't done anything. 0 for 2.
Big dumper.
Big dumper.
Not the
he'll
big
come
dumper.
up and he'll come up and do something. Yeah, our predictions sucked. My
yours
Mariners,
are better than
are
mine.
going deep. You know,
I really thought both my teams were going to be out in the wild card round after a couple games. I was sweating the Yankees after that game 1 loss. I had a little more faith in the Cubs because they beat the Padres in game 1, and then that game 3 was wild. And then I had a little bit of confidence maybe they'd pull out a game 5, but yeah.
And of course, like Thanos, the Dodgers are inevitable.
How does it work every single year that they just look so beatable from like July to mid-September?
When everyone's arm just decides to collapse.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then everything, like the season changes. They're, oh wait, we're good, and they just decide to be the best team in the world.
Exactly. Yeah, it's.
Can we investigate?
I mean,
Shohei Ohtani had the greatest performance
historic
of all
night.
time.
I don't even know. And then, what's crazy is
Y'all clearly did not watch 2024 Michael Conforto.
Bruh.
oh my gosh.
I had to do it.
Yeah, no. Ohtani in game 4 again sweep, so it's not really being talked about. But I mean,
Was that the sweep game or was that game 3?
no, that was the sweep game. I'm pretty sure that was a sweep game, if I'm not mistaken. I mean,
I think it was game 3. I don't know. The days from DC. kinda
No,
blur
it was
together.
game 4. Yeah, it was. It was game 4.
Just the single greatest achievement.
What, he pitched
Shortest
6
shortest-
innings.
Yeah, 6
6
innings,
innings,
10
10
strikeouts,
strikeouts,
3
3
for 3 home runs. Mind you, shortest one was 427 feet, which means he would have hit a home run in every single park for all 3 of those. There was, because I like that little stat that they
Get
did.
oracled, buddy.
Yeah, I like
Oracle
that
would hold it in.
that little that little. I like that little stat that you see after these home runs. Like, oh, would it have been a home run in every single stadium? And then they did it for Ohtani, and all three of them would have left.
I hate that because then you get people. Whoa, like just play them.
You get the people to complain. I look at it as a cool stat. I'm not gonna complain about any.
Because then you get people complaining about like Yankee Stadium, and it's like, all right, you're playing in the same environment.
Yeah.
Like, just hit a home run over that porch.
I will say,
Just
Willie
saying.
Adames might have had 40 this year. The amount of pimp jobs, bang, sits there looking at it, and fly out of the warning track.
Yeah.
That is a San Francisco
Hey,
thing.
he at least he got 30. That's all I
But
care
he
about.
got to 30.
He got to 30,
First time
yes.
since 2004. He got to 30. But, I mean, you look at the Rays, whenever someone's playing the Rays or the A's, if Mike Trout was traded to Oakland,
The Athletics.
The Athletics.
excuse me,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah. If Mike Trout was traded to the Athletics, I think he would be top 3 in home runs because of the power in his swing and the ability to hit line drive home
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah.
He did it against the A's of Sacramento. That would just be
Sacramento.
so
So
interesting to see him play at that park day in and day out. That
Yeah.
unicorn home run and the ones where it's gone in one stadium. It's an interesting stat.
Can I throw an NFL update in right now or not?
Here we go.
Jameer Gibbs has his second touchdown of the game. 5-yard touchdown.
Saving my
run.
fantasy team.
The Lions are now up 21-9.
Did they try to go for 2? Or did they miss the extra point?
No, they got the extra point. No, it's 20. It's 21 to. Oh, you mean the Bucks?
Yeah.
They must have missed it or something because I would have to look into that, but yeah. Oh no, yeah, they went for 2 and failed. That's
Yeah. So this is how bad my fantasy team is. Jameer Gibbs has 36 points for me. I'm going to say it. He has 36.7. I still only have 75 points.
Oh my gosh. No, I probably had my best fantasy week in all of
Rico
my leagues.
Dowdle has has the second most points, and he had 10.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of. Most of my teams are 130 plus points this week. So I'll take it. I'm only gonna lose in one because, of course, the dude I played against decides that, his team wants to go for over 200 points. That's fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? If I would have played anybody else, to beat him by 40, but it's fine.
I can't wait to wake up, tomorrow and see the Saddam Hussein edits of Ashton Genty.
Oh yeah, I'm so yes.
Jalen Waddle, Dallas Goedert, Roma Dunze, the Raiders in general. Like,
Raiders and
God.
yes. Oh, actually, because now that you bring up the Raiders, and we
Can
did
I-
talk about it earlier with the kneeling it out. You see how they basically were just kneeling it out from the 2.5 minutes left in the game. How does that? How do you feel about that as a Raiders fan?
Took Pat Mahomes out at
Yeah.
start of the third.
Yes, Gardner Minshew came in pretty early.
It just hurts more that it was Gardner Minshew, because that was our quarterback last year. Yeah, it's getting real hard to be a Raider fan right now. I mean, it's tarnishing Pete Carroll's legacy.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I mean, this guy has had just he had that game against the Commanders. He had the collapse against the Bears. Who else did we lose to really badly? Somebody else in there.
I thought you were just talking.
Colts, yeah.
Oh, yes.
They lost to the Colts.
Well, I mean, but the
30
Colts also only have
how
one
are
loss,
you-
So I mean,
I just need to say this. I just need to say this. When I saw that we lost 31-0, I was expecting Geno Smith to have about, 5 interceptions, because that seems about right for his season. And I saw that he had 0.
Hey, he completed a game.
And I'm like, what? And then I look deeper into the stats, and I see we had less than 100 total yards of offense. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then I get to the goddamn time of possession, and to see that we possessed the ball for just over one total quarter of game time was, I mean, that's like Fresno State last. Like that is, if I pull up the time of possession from the Raiders-Chiefs game and I go to the Fresno State Air Force game from last year, I can guarantee you the times are the exact same.
Yeah, and also the stat I seen too after that one was like when I told you before of how Chiefs had 30 first downs, and that was as many like offensive plays as you guys ran.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Check on your fellow Raiders fans.
No, please don't. We deserve this.
Isaac, we're here with you.
my roommate.
Nolan,
Yes.
we're here with you.
Yeah. Yes.
Dark times.
Yeah, it is. It is.
In Las
If
Vegas.
any of you are looking for a fan, don't come asking me because I'm still going to be a Raider fan. I've been saying I've been
You
saying
can't switch up. You can't switch up on
I've
your
been
team.
saying this for like maybe 8 years now, where I'm like, bro, if we start 1-4, I'm switching, and then we start 0-5, I'm like, I'm still going to be a Raider
It's
fan,
just
man.
your team. You can't switch on your team. You can't.
But then you have those December wins against the Chiefs, and it's like, oh, that just feels so much better.
All right, we got a trade proposal proposed to me in our Collegian League. We
Wait,
got to break this down.
Wait, hold on. What?
This is from our lifestyle editor, Olivia.
Oh God. Yeah, because I'm.
She is offering me Brian Thomas Jr. and Kenneth Walker
Oof.
for Jordan Addison and Rico Dowdle. How do we feel about this trade?
Okay, Kenneth Walker is in probably the most weirdest running back committee that I've ever seen watching football.
I have Kenneth Walker in another league, and I'm banking on him to win me a game.
Oh, I'm hoping he has
And
a legacy game
I
because I
am not confident in that at all.
I am trying to sell high on Kenneth Walker if he has a really good game.
You're just waiting out.
I'm just kind of waiting. He's there now in that same league where I have Kenneth Walker. Of course, Breece Hall goes down, which I mean, it's even a weirder spot because that Jets offense is not. But I don't know because we seen what Travis Hunter did, and Brian Thomas Jr.'s had the one good game 2 weeks ago. So I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think like Dowdle's not going to get 200 yards. 'cause
No,
Chuba's
but Dowdle
back.
also got more carries than Hubbard.
Yeah, but if I keep him, and you never know.
I don't think that's a horrible trade
I don't think it's a horrible trade, but
because she's
What
in
are your
she's in win
receivers?
now mode.
Yeah,
You have a bit higher of a luxury to.
I have
waiting it out.
leverage.
Right.
yeah, because Olivia's
Yeah.
gonna lose right now to me this week again.
Damn,
Yeah,
tough.
yeah.
Oh, we putting the beat down on the lifestyle editors. Who'd you play this week?
You're currently
one.
losing, aren't you?
I am going to lose. Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
What is with the reporters and just beating us? I lost to one last week.
You know, at least she's coming back a little bit. It's not as bad. She's got 125 points, but like before the night game started, before Jahmyr Gibbs has 36 points for her, which it's possible now, but she needed Jahmyr Gibbs to drop like 50 just to beat me. So I'm kind of glad she didn't start Devonta Smith, because if Devonta Smith was playing, she'd be beating me right now.
I mean,
It's possible.
Jahmyr Gibbs could drop 50.
very well drop 50. So now I'm
Because it's not like it's a blowout. I mean, this is
It's-
still a game.
It's still kind of a close game.
So
So we'll see how this goes. But yeah, I'm still up at the moment. Got Chase McLaughlin with his
shout out the Irish.
Yep, with his 50.
Big
I'm
ups.
pretty sure he's already kicked a 53-yarder or 50-yarder for me or something like that. So I'll take it.
See how week 7 wraps up and how everyone's fantasy team does. It's been a rough year for my leagues,
Yeah.
but we're
Had a lot of injuries, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
but we're going strong. I am currently in one of my other leagues. I am 0-7.
Ooh.
I-
What's
wait,
the
hold
punishment
on.
in that league?
This feels like punishment enough. So I had a
Public
on,
humiliation
let me
or
check.
what?
Okay. I was gonna agree, but I'm not gonna agree. I'm not gonna be 0-7 anymore. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be 1-6 now.
So I changed my name to the 2017 Cleveland Browns in that league, and then in my work league, I won the first week. Derrick Henry, Josh Allen went off. I have not won a single game since, so I changed my name to the 2020 Jacksonville Jaguars, and I am going to lose this week unless Nico Collins puts up 50 points in that. I've seen Jamar Chase do it, but yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the situation that I'm in. A very rough time.
Yeah. I'm actually like, I have a lot of my leagues are 2 wins. I'm 2-4 in a lot of them. It's kind of weird. It's a lot of it's injury wise. There's multiple teams where I've had Bucky, because Bucky was my pick from. I really wanted Bucky on many fantasy teams as I could.
He was your winner.
He was my winner, but that has not worked out for the last couple weeks. Yeah, I mean,
I gotta pull up a score from last week, and this is in one of my friends' leagues. I played my good pal, and I dropped 179 points. Okay, I won the game.
Mhm.
Okay, no issues there. Okay, I just want to if I can figure this out, 'cause I do not know. There we go. I put up 179 points. My friend put up 176. I mean, just a crazy game.
Yeah.
I mean, insane legacy games from
like,
a lot of players.
What am I supposed to do in this? What am I supposed to do? Put up 151 and go against 208? What?
It's just how it is, man. I mean,
How?
sometimes you just hit that unlucky.
This
You
is
know?
back-to-back weeks also. So this dude is now had his best week, and last week my roommate had his best week against me.
Yep.
It just
And
happens
it's not
like
even
that,
like
man.
my teams were doing bad. I'm gonna take back-to-back week losses because because the people I'm playing against had their best weeks.
It just happens.
And it's a weird spot.
I'm clinging on to my ring last year and my second place finish. This year, I'm completely toast. I really have thrown in the towel in a couple of my leagues. I've made the trades that I have had to make to get the players that are doing good now. But when you put up 150 and the person you're playing puts up 190,
Yeah, it's just
There's
kind of.
nothing you can do
I
about
can't
that.
do anything about this.
let's hope I'm really just looking for one. I've never had this start. I don't know what's
agree.
going on.
Me going 0-6 was the first time I've ever had this many losses in
yeah.
a row. I think worst prior to this was maybe 2020. I started like 0-3, but then after that, I finally won. But yeah, 0-6 is my worst start ever.
In the league where I'm going to be 0-7, I was in first place last year
Mhm.
with 7 weeks to go, with 6 weeks to go until playoffs. I was in first place. I lost 7 weeks straight.
Damn.
Bounced in the first round.
Yeah.
I have now lost 7 straight. So in this league,
Oh yeah, that's bad.
I have lost 14 straight matchups in a row.
No, in the league where I'm about to be 1-6, this is the one where I went and took first place pretty easily. I ended to finish the season. I was basically in first the whole season, and then I kind of had a weird window where I went like 0-3. So I ended up making third in the playoffs, but then I went I won out from there. But yeah, now I started 0-6, and I'll be 1-6 in this league. It's kind of weird to go from winning it all to all of a sudden I'm at the bottom of the barrel.
Just another note about that league where I put up 179. I don't check that league, like, ever. That just happened to be the game of the century.
Yes.
But, the one league that matters, I don't even know. I think I might be, like, 4-2. No, I'm 3-3 in our league. So, middle of the pack.
Yeah, I'm pretty mid in the other two. Nothing too special.
Well, it'll be kind of nice with
year.
with you having a loss in our collegian league. That gives me a better chance to make a playoff spot. I'm gonna.
But I would have you in points though, no?
I don't know. You're like a little.
I do.
Points.
This is the sicko that I am. I check. So Yahoo doesn't automatically show you the points against. I do have either the first or the second most points against me.
Yes.
So I have that going for me.
No, the one where I'm 0-6, I have pretty sure the second most points scored against me, which makes sense why I'm 0-6. And then you look at the dude who's in first place, and mind you, has 200 less points scored against him. I have the most with 778. Dude in first place has 575 scored against him.
It's frustrating,
Is
but we love it. I will continue to do it.
Oh, I will never stop playing
Baseball,
fantasy
football.
Yes.
I'm gonna get back
Yeah, are
into
you guys gonna do a
right?
basketball one?
I don't know with the Collegian. I'm gonna join. I'm gonna join one, but I can't get
Collegian
enough.
might.
I mean, we'd have to do it
Well,
like we'd have-
yesterday.
Oh,
we would have to-
I kind of forgot.
yeah, we would have to do it.
So
Yeah. I did one. Like I said earlier. Got Jason Tatum. Stash him all the way to the playoffs. Stash him all the way to the playoffs.
Good luck with
And I
that.
think I'm joining one more. So we'll see how this goes.
Well, gosh,
Yeah.
love sports. No matter what happens, we'll always
Mhm.
love sports because those wins just.
It's just like gambling, man. It just keeps you coming back.
No, I've thrown in the towel. I will not keep mining. The diamonds may be right here. I'm gonna take my losses, my 7 in a row, and walk that way.
Cool little thing I want to add before we do the end this. I decided this year to just do something random for fun. I was scrolling through the Sleeper app, and I seen there was an opening spot for a 32-man fantasy football league, and I decided, why not?
Damn.
I joined that thing. I am 4-2. Mind you, never changed my team because you can't. You can't 32 man.
There's no
You're kind of
waiver
just set.
additions.
There's no
Right.
waivers. It's just kind of that's just I randomly joined it for fun. Mind you, that was probably the longest fantasy football draft I've ever had in my life. I'm pretty sure.
Please tell me draft time was like 10 seconds.
Oh, he had it. I think the lowest you could put it for Sleeper is 30 seconds. He had it set at 30 seconds, but that draft still took like 4 hours.
Jesus.
It was
Sicko. Real sicko, man.
Yeah, so
Late rounds, you're just
I was sitting there by round 4. I'm like, dude, there's nobody else to pick anymore. Like, what do I do? What's the point of sitting with the app
You're
open?
picking practice squad players.
Yeah,
at
that's
that
how it is.
point.
Yeah. Joshua Palmer's my flex spot. I got Isaac Tesla as my other flex. I had Geno Smith.
Preseason legend.
I had Geno Smith. That's not working out very much no more, which is why I've taken multiple losses in a row.
Oh, good old.
But I can't pick
Geno.
up. I can't pick up a
I
quarterback.
think he's starting to write back. And if he hasn't, he probably should. Did you guys know
I
that he's
think this
Did
will
you know that
record
he's
it.
actually like colorblind?
No, I didn't know that. I did not.
because he can't see the different colored jerseys of the other team.
Positive Raiders fan, happy to be a
Ah!
Raiders fan year in and year out.
Most sane Raiders fan I've ever met.
Derek
That'll-
Carr, if you're at the Fresno
Please
State
come
football
back.
game on Saturday, October 25th, please re-sign with the Las Vegas Raiders. We need you.
You need 2016
I-
car.
He's got him and
Prior
his
to
brother have a
injury.
great podcast going. So don't pull him back into this. They have a great thing going.
Can we get him on our pod?
Yeah, I know. Henry, yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
I was watching the one with Gruden the other day. That's
Oh my gosh, I
Pretty
love
good.
Gruden is a great football mind to listen to. I like watching his stuff. I like what they're doing with Barstool Sports over there with them.
I hope he gets a coaching job in the SEC.
Yes.
That would,
there's
that would
there's-
be really fun.
There's some positions that are open now with a couple coaches getting fired. There's rumors. There's rumors. I was talking about my roommate. He's like, "Yeah, Gruden to Penn State or what?"
Yeah, I feel like we just kind of glossed over college football landscape.
Yeah, we did.
But maybe that's for next time. A nice little
Yeah.
teaser for next
We'll
episode.
see how those interim coaches do. In the meantime, Penn State's still looking for that big one. We'll see. That'll end it here at the Collegian Cooldown. Thank you, Ryan, for hopping on the pod,
Of course.
bringing the Bay Area Niners and that knowledge
Yes.
into the podcast. So that'll do it from us at the Collegian Cooldown. Thanks for tuning in and have a great day. Peace.